pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
As customary, we'll have a moment of silence, please. I'd like to make the announcement that this meeting is being recorded and televised by our local cable channel. I need a motion to approve bill and payroll warrants.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I need a motion to accept the correspondence file.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody here wish to speak in public forum? Since there's nobody here, I guess not. Approval, I need a motion to approve the meeting minutes of open session August 20th.
So moved.
Second.
Is there any discussion?
I think that's the one I missed.
Huh?
I think that's the one I was absent, so I'll abstain from that.
Okay. All in favor? 3 and 1 abstention. Okay, now I need a motion to go into executive session in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A, 1, to discuss the reputation, character, physical condition, or mental health, rather than professional competence of an individual, and 2, to conduct strategy sessions in preparation for negotiations with non-union personnel, or to conduct collective bargaining sessions, or or contract negotiations with non-union personnel. I need a motion.
So moved.
Can I
Second.
hear a second?
Mr. Chairman,
Right.
the order of that session may change depending on who's available, because the last executive session, which will occur at the end of the meeting, the individual that we plan to meet with in this first session isn't here, so that'll probably be delayed to that session, just so you're aware of the chronology.
Okay, and once we're out of executive session, we'll be coming back into open meeting to continue our meeting, and if votes were taken during the executive session, they'll be re-voted in open meeting. So I had a motion, and I have a second?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're now in executive session. Everyone's leaving. We have to vote. Meeting on public meeting for the application of Memorial Field Association Incorporated doing business as the American Legion Post 22 for a change in the offices director in connection with the All Alcohol Club liquor license and on the premise located at 33 Legend Parkway. It's just a
It's
regular
a routine change
of
in
venue, right?
directors and officers.
Change of offices. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Simple enough. Town administrators report, Frank.
I'll pass to the budget override.
Passing?
Yes.
We have not met again. This will be quick. We will be meeting next Monday, September 16th. Mr. Madden, the consultant, will be making a preliminary presentation. One thing I do want to address is there's been considerable talk about an assessment issue with the school district. The Budget Override Evaluation Committee, its part in that is very simple. Myself, along with a couple other members through various venues over a various period of time, believe there may have been an issue with how the assessment was being handled. We thought that warranted a very solid look at. This committee used that to present some facts and made sure this issue was being looked into properly. That is where we're at. I don't want anyone at this present time, it's very premature, to assume anything you're reading on social media. We don't know what, when, or if this ultimately pans out. I would say preliminary opinions are in the favor of what the original belief was, but again, still very premature. And as for a statement on social media that this is Whitman attempting to pick the pockets of the town of Hanson. That's entirely off base.
Right.
What I would say this was a red flag that members of our committee, which I would hope any person, any taxpayer out there watching would expect out of their appointed and elected representatives, that they would look into it properly. And that's what we're doing at this point.
Good.
I also want to say that very premature that any dispersion, that there's been any nefarious behavior, any illicit actions, is completely off base. This is a preliminary investigation, and on Wednesday, September 18th, will further be looked into at the proper venue at the school district.
That'll be at the Virgin School Committee meeting?
Yeah, it's a public hearing, Whitman Hanson Regional School District. I believe it will still be held in the library, and hopefully a level of clarity is provided at that meeting. I believe the school will have some legal counsel there. There may be resources from DESE, Department of Elementary and Secondary Education there. And as a town, we will see where that goes. Other than that, any opinions you're seeing are just that, opinions at this point.
Good, thank you.
Fairly well stated.
Thank you very much, Reed. Next on is the liaison report as far as Recreation Commission announcing the great annual pumpkin classic. Lisa, do you want to speak on that? Since you're one of the primary people that put this together?
Yes, members of the board. So we're beginning the process of scheduling and holding our second annual Great Pumpkin Classic Car Show at the Whitman Middle School. It's going to be October 13th. If we have some rain, rain date will be October 19th. Last year, we had a great response to this program. We had over 150 show cars attend, and we had close to maybe around or more than 500 people who came to see the show. It was a great response. All the proceeds from this show are split between Whitman Recreation and Dollars for Scholars. We joined forces, and it's a great event, so come on out. We'd love to see everybody, and we're making a lot of improvements this year and expect a lot more cars. So,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda is policy and procedures. Are we going to pass over that tonight?
Table it, please.
Huh?
Table it.
Motion to pass over?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Next one on the new business, you're going to motion to pass over?
Table that, yep.
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Vote on this, on the separation agreement for the outgoing chief of police.
We did, however, manage to complete that process and have negotiated with the retiring chief of police an exit agreement that recognizes and identifies that he has vacation days due, and that there is a process for which to seek his assistance in the event we need it in the transition period.
Okay, thank you. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear
Second.
a second? Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
As with all contracts, it'll be on the web within a day or two.
Take action to reappoint Nicole Nazarella to the position of crossing guard special constable through June 30th, 2020. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Act on the recommendation of Deputy Chief Hanlon to appoint Katrina Lee to the position of matron through June 30th, 2020.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Act on the request of Elaine Bergeron to be appointed to the position of Associate Member of the Historical Commission for a 3-year term through June 30th, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Call for a police sergeant's appointment list.
We need a vote of the board to call for an appointment list for a sergeant.
Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion on it? All in favor?
Aye.
Likewise, on the next item, we do have a vacancy, and as a result of the retirement and promotions, and
Yeah.
request permission to seek an appointment list for a full-time police officer.
Right, we also, all right, so call for a police officer's appointment list.
So moved.
Second, just quick question, the chief, this is a reserve list. Is this, are you
Yes. It's from the
hiring off the
reserve
reserve
list.
list? Okay.
Right. All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Act on request of town clerk to issue a warrant for unlicensed dogs to the animal control officer. Do you hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Now, this is just an annual thing, Frank, right?
Correct.
We don't have our small
We-
animal control
the-
officer going out, grabbing all these dogs and putting them in a,
I certainly hope not. I don't know where we keep them. The
yeah.
point is to notify people that their dogs are unlicensed
Right.
and to take action and get them licensed.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
Okay, set trash fee, the physical 20 to maintain a $285 fee.
Right.
Do you hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I would like to ask,
Well, I'll wait for a second first, then we'll go
oh, you
with
got
it.
it.
I got it.
I got it, okay.
Do we have numbers to back up the,
Yeah, I believe Bruce said we had a slight surplus this year, but with focusing on recycling and
Okay.
keeping things going, we should be able to manage for another
Okay,
year
and
with
are
that
we
fee.
going to implement this year the senior discount?
Yes.
okay.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye.
One other thing, Dan.
Huh?
We did call for public forum when we first started the meeting, but no one was here. I don't know if anyone wishes to be heard in public forum, but we do have some members of the public here.
All right. Anybody wish to be heard in public forum? We did it 2 hours ago.
And that's it for the open session. We need
That's it.
again, a motion to go into executive session.
Yeah, and with that being said, I need a motion to go into executive session in accordance with Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining or litigation if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining or litigation position of the public body, and the chair so declares. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
We'll be coming into open session to adjourn only.